is made in Israel, if I'm not mistaken.
Long time, then, not now.
No?
So you're from India? Which part?
Goa.
Goa. I heard Goa is beautiful. My son, they both went over there and they said it's beautiful, Goa.
Yes, it is.
आमचो नॉकशिप
Pardon?
आमचो नॉकशिप नसीब no or good luck something like that Goa language
Armchair. Oh
nॉकशिप
my goodness.
you have forgotten
No. I wouldn't know Jala because I don't speak perfect Konkani. I was born in Africa.
it is Konkani
Yes.
it's Konkani you are in Africa
I was born in Africa and raised in Africa.
Where?
Uganda.
Uganda.
oh no nice place
Kampala?
Yes.
oh beautiful place very
So you better ask not in Konkani, you better ask in Swahili.
Swahili.
She can ask, she can,
no Swahili no Swahili
Maneno is Swahili?
Yeah, no? Thank you.
Pardon?
When I do a Maneno Swahili?
Ndio.
Oh. Mimi kuisa sao. Swahili means.
Yeah, mimi hapa hiko mtu na kusema maneno
Kidogo.
kidogo.
Marianne you followed the state I
They
said
talk in Swahili.
Yes.
I follow.
no what I said about center experience
Yes.
and all relative life living is circumferential, circle-wise, merry-go-round, where it is extremely difficult to find beginning or end. A circle.
Das Leben.
From where the hen, from the egg from hen. And what are you talking? I asked for a word hen from egg and you say egg from hen? Then from what hen? From egg. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the right circle you are speaking. Right? From the seedlings to the plant and seedlings. There is the life going on and on and on. Circle. Till the realization of the center is there. The moment center is realized, and this is possible only in human life, in not any other form. Human life form is the highest developed form of life.
She's understood that.
Highest. Not even angelic forms are not high forms.
I see. Why that?
Because angelic forms are forms of suffering only, of the positive aspects of happinesses. Whatever accumulated in human form with superhuman-like living in life. Superhuman living life. Superhuman means
Warum sind Engel nicht? Das war nicht verstanden. Weil das wie so leiden. Ja.
Ich weiß auch nicht, warum sie leiden. Maria, both the Marias don't know why angels suffer.
no. What do you understand? What do you mean? Or what you understood by suffer?
No, you said angelic
Forms.
forms are not
Fully developed as human forms.
Yes.
Because their life is just nothing but only suffering.
Yes, but why?
Suffering, what do you understand by suffering?
Going through
First let us.
agony.
Huh?
Going through agony.
That is not, no. Suffering can be either side.
Like what?
Happiness and sorrow both are sufferings. This is where the puzzle is. That people do not know that happiness is also a suffering.
Look out now, Leiden.
It is a suffering. And whatever is a suffering is of temporary nature and a passing phase. It is not lasting. And human form is the mixture of joyful and sorrowful states of sufferings. And because of such a mixture and the developed intellect and the reasoning mind and all that, only in the human form one can strike the balance between the two. and achieve equanimity. And that is bliss in any state.
Leben ist so eine, sagt man, man kann eine Bilanz zwischen Leiden und Etablieren. Und dadurch kann man auch
US became very expensive now, right?
For
They heard very bad things about prices over there,
Yes,
right?
yes, we did transplant.
Bilanz kann man erreichen.
Even once it's very, very hard to go there today. Oh,
Do you follow?
but the worst part is England.
Actually, suffering has to be of permanent nature.
Because
It cannot be temporary. Then and then it is called real suffering. By word suffering, commonly it is understood agony or pain like that. But that is not so.
Diese Leiden,
That is not.
man denkt das immer negativ, dass es Unglück ist oder schmerzhaft. Aber es
We are putting this in the simplest words, very intricate and very mystic facts.
Glück auch das Leiden.
Do you follow? So vis-a-vis these temporary aspects of body sufferings, there has to be a suffering which is permanent and real, not subject to end, perpetual.
Resultatmäßig, wenn du siehst,
Vis-a-vis.
das nur, da muss man das
There has to be.
für sich klarstellen, dass
You follow?
dieses Leiden ist auch, hat körperliche Ursachen auch wohl, nicht nur geistige. Und da muss man einen Ausgleich erreichen zwischen diese Leiden und Glück als Leiden gesehen.
And that is called blissful suffering.
Und das
Gesegnetes Leiden.
Yeah.
nicht gesegnetes, also glückliche, glückliche Leiden.
It is the very nature of the pure soul.
Das ist die reine Seele. Was
Bliss is the very nature of the soul that is within,
nur noch glücklich.
and due to the presence of which
Und die Anwesenheit des Sinns.
all activities of the body happen.
In der Anwesenheit des Sinns findet alle körperliche.
The moment soul lives, समझा?
Sobald die reine Seele und die Körper weg ist,
What is body called?
wie nennt man einen Körper, wenn die Seele weg ist?
Tot.
And,
Der Kopf.
and they are not preserved in the house, are they?
Nein.
Why? Moment before everybody was carrying this, that, and now, oh, why? What happened? What difference is there?
Because it decays, she says.
So, this is the very nature of the matter. The way it is the very nature of the soul, blissful state. The very nature of the matter is activity.
Körperliche Formen, die müssen immer Aktivitäten haben. Das ist möglich nur durch Leben. Wenn das Leben nicht da ist, dann ist das weg.
Whether it is live matter or dead,
Ist immer glücklich und ewig.
it may be live or dead, both are active. With that intrinsic nature, its inbuilt nature,
That you're talking about the soul, huh?
matter.
Matter. Whether live or dead, it's a
Yes,
And what is with that whole
because the very decaying process indicates the activity of the matter all the time. It is the intrinsic nature of the matter that is active, and all activity that you found all around is nothing but matter and material activity. But in live forms, it is in the very presence of the soul, that's all. Difference is this. While in inert matter, still it is active. And because of this activity of the matter, these millenniums' greatest scientist, Einstein, went deeper into the matter, and out of his natural gift and the vision, he found out the relation of the time with the matter, that was mass. And so when he understood that, oh, so many probabilities are inherent in this invention, that it can be put to misuse also. But it was late for him at the end. And though he was sincere, he was put aside, and the knowledge was misused. Michael, you follow?
Not only Einstein was a very big, great thinker, also Tesla was at least at the same level of...
Well, not that way. What I mean to say, we are not going to compare, but see, matter, we are talking about the matter only. This is how it has come.
Because Einstein is one of the great thinker, but at least at the same level of thinking potential is Nikola Tesla, which is a companion of...
Yes. No, you're right.
He had an enormous amount of...
No, what I mean to say, we are not going on names, but the matter and the whole mystery, all-time principle I will tell you now. If you go deep to the core of anything, there are infinite energies in it, they open out. Anything you go, infinite energies.
Atom.
Huh?
Atom.
That is what has happened in this.
Like an atom has infinite
And
energy.
it is an excess, it is excessive knowledge that played havoc. Because human beings cannot go deep into the nature to this extent. No, sir. This is what has happened. The reason intellect, logic can lead to such things. And this is not anybody's fault. It is because of the adverse times today we are in. Adverse times, cyclical time cycle, and it is always perpetually there, and the ages go on transforming, changes. So these are the disturbing times. All over the world, all seers have projected these people, even on western side or eastern side or both. It is so. Present times. In spite of such vast advancement of technology and material science, this is the state because of the excesses. Because of the human needs. Human needs. What are they? Tell me, Marianne.
Was braucht so ein Mensch?
Basic.
Die ganz wichtige Sachen.
Ja, essen, schlafen,
Hmm?
Haus über dem Kopf, Dach über dem Kopf.
Roof above the head, food to eat, and sleep, she says.
Menschen.
Sleep is not a requisite. It is a natural. It is a natural process only. But what you require from outside, what I mean to say.
She needs
Because to sustain.
company.
Eh?
No more human company, she says.
More you know. No. Air. Most precious. There is no commodity on this universe more precious than air. Though out of such excesses now everybody knows, but it is there. If this is closed for 2 minutes, what will happen?
You will open your mouth.
No, everything closed. Then what will happen? Next is water. Next is water, most precious. This Pepsi and Coca-Cola are not costly. Water is costly, though you pay money for that. But here on your western side, you people have little water, no intake. There is of course, it is the requirement and atmosphere and all these things, whatever it is. But everybody knows that water is the most precious commodity, right? You see, water can quench your thirst, but not anything else. Let me tell you. Water can quench your thirst. Thirst, you know?
Den dus kannst du mit Wasser löschen.
Water can quench. If you go in a sun very hot and you find so much heat and you feel heat inside, you will cool yourself with a cool glass of water. Wonderful. Little, quench a little. Air, water, and third is to sustain this body, food.
She said that.
Food. Yeah. Basic. And being humans. These things. Being humans.
Weil wir Menschen sind, müssen wir uns
Other forms, they don't need these things, but humans do need. Because human is the highest development of form. Over the evolutionary stage, we know that this. Because there is discretion and discrimination between the good and the bad living. So that discrimination makes one live like human like. Being of human form, it is enjoined that one lives human like and not other form like. Other forms are different. But if one lives in human form, angelic life, angelic living like, it's very rare to find in these times. That type of quality of life in human form results in the accumulation of the material building blocks of so light nature that results into the birth of an angelic form for suffering out that. Whatever is charged has got to get discharged. Go.
ein Engelsform
Do you follow?
zu erlangen, muss man nicht solche raue Kursform haben, sondern ganz leicht und luftige Form. Heutzutage das zu erlangen, ist das sehr, sehr schwer, weil die Zeiten es so sind. Es ist nicht mehr möglich, ein Engel zu werden. Weil die Zeiten so schlecht sind heute. Das heißt, negative Wirkungen, negative Ursachen.
Well, times have been always bad. Anytime.
Pardon?
Times have been always bad. Anytime.
So
Not
well-
only, it's not the item of today.
Huh?
Times have been always bad.
Not only today.
No, you are right, of course.
We are opposite. We are living reasonably well today.
No, it's right.
Reasonably.
Not, of course, times are times. But times are not, it is we. We are important. So charges are seedlings, seeds.
Ursache und Wirkung, das ist der
Seeds.
springende Punkt. Ne?
And discharge is nothing but effect. That is the fruit,
Die Wirkung.
fruit bearing. Fruits are born. That's all. So whole life, according to seeds, whatever life form is attained, that whole life form gets passed out. But basically, once on the scale of evolution of the soul, wandering soul, once one achieves human form, that is the highest achievement. Highest achievement. So human form is most important.
Wenn du als Mensch geboren bist, ist die allerhöchste Lebewesensform. Das war überhaupt nicht. Bist du froh, dass du als Mensch geboren bist?
Ja, natürlich. Bist du dir sicher?
Ja.
Auch wenn du arbeiten gehst. I'm asking her, is she happy to be born a human being?
Oh, she's got problems.
No problems.
She's
Problems.
overworked.
We can, like that, we can put our hand and remove that. If you desire. If you have love with the problems, then it's you, that is. That's different. But your work will go on. Nothing will stop in the life. Life will go on. But I can free you from the negative effects of the life.
And how?
Hmm?
How?
By grace, we are free. One who is free can make others free. One who is bound can never make anybody else free. Never. That is the principle. And one who wants to get free.
But I am not bound. Somebody else tries to bind me.
No.
I'm not bound. I'm free, but somebody else, through pressure, they try to bind me.
There is no agency, individual, or power outside of you that can bind you. Let me tell you that. This is all-time principle.
But suppose, yes, I know what you're trying to say, but somebody senior to me, like my chief, is senior to me, so I cannot.
No, that is a social thing. That is a different aspect altogether.
I must try to make him understand.
Does not matter. Everything will happen once your realization is there. That's all. You have to realize as to who you are in real terms. That's all. And that realization is the freedom from ignorant state of belief, that believing what one is not, Michael, believing what one is not, to believe that to be I am. Where one is not, to believe that I am, it is the wrong placement of belief. That is how it is. And a freed person, enlightened, manifested state, through the grace of that enlightened state, through the media, body medium, you get your sins removed, all sins. And sins are the binding forces which make you go through all these things. Those we can remove. That is within our power.
Yes, I do not have any problems. It's people who make problems for me.
No, not that way. What I said, that
Yes, I know what you're saying about
principle.
Yeah.
Unless it is within, nothing can happen from without. It is the principle. If this principle were not so, nobody can ever experience the freedom, never. And yet, freedom is always experienced. There are higher-ups, so many of them who have experienced. You see, that is the point. Jesus was free, but who could understood him? That he is so free? In any situation, at the last stage also, and he says, he refers to the God. Which God? The God that was within him. That, oh God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. This.
For what are the pills?
Pardon?
For what are the pills?
This is for stomach trouble.
You have stomach trouble?
No, I don't have. This speech is not mine. What while speaking, I am not speaking with you at all.
This pills, is this for your stomach? Yeah.
Stomach means some problem. The stomach problem means hiatus hernia, they call it, you know. Hiatus hernia? Yes. That food pipe getting constricted like that. That is so. So that causes acidity and all that. Acidity.
Yeah.
That's it.
In India, I have a very nice thing for acidity. When I eat too much, this is what do I think?
Spices?
No, not the spices. I eat too much in India.
Uh-huh.
This is what is it? The little gadgets. What I think?
Made by meat.
This little powder in little gadgets.
Chili powder?
No.
It's sour.
Ich weiß gar nicht, was du willst.
wenn ich Dings habe.
Things. It's a powder that you put in the water,
What is it?
like carbonates.
Yeah.
Soda by
Inosalt.
Yeah.
Enos.
White. Enos.
What is
You feel
it?
good.
When I eat too much, I always.
It's good. It's good. No, just now they have developed another powder like that, which is bowels cleaning and at the same time gas is relieved. It's wonderful powder. It's called Isabgul, if you know the name.
It's a good. Very nice powder.
And
You to drink.
that effervescence is given in that effect. Yes, it's nice.
That's now the latest.
Any,
Not in India.
Mariana,
Yeah, it's a part of India, but it's used
straight away.
like in
It's true. We need not go in details and difficulties of these things. When you have got a solution before you live and straight.
Side, nothing, sir.
But if you want to know, this wasn't like you just ask and it will come out. There is no scriptural text of the world anywhere in the world which is not known to us. Our vision falls on it and we can see through and through all around. And we can make you so. And yet you live your life the way you are living, it will go on. It will be ideal and highly efficient life, let me tell you. Not only for you, but for everybody in the atmosphere around you.
without botheration from your boss.
I'll be most happy. Aber ich musste dann alle so ändern, wie er jetzt uns erzählt.
We have the same problem, but right now we are free. Nobody's bothered us.
I'm sure that very soon the one person who's bothering me, he will also get so tired. My boss doesn't want me to go away for so long. He says there's a lot of work stay. I
Is
said,
it?
No, you said once I can go, I'm going.
Did you hand in your resignation? I mean, you don't have to hand in your resignation.
I don't have to do any such thing.
But you informed
You
him.
see, it's they who need me. You know? And you asked Deepak when he came here, they kept on pestering me to go. I said, no, I told you from months before. May, June, July and August, I am not coming. Simple. And earlier they gave me a tough time. So my boss asked me whether I'm retaliating. I said, no. I've been so fair. I've told you everything. And you said there's no problem. I can go away because anyway during the summer months you don't need me. But no, I know people have been pestering you and troubling you and all that. I said, that's immaterial. They'll still do that and I still won't take notice of it. But I cannot have other commitments. And yesterday this lady who came to give me the cards when we went down,
Yes.
she wanted to come up here. But she's the one who was most cantankerous and troublesome. Now she wants to come and help me out and she's very curious to know what's happening.
Why you want to have one of these?
Because she's a troublemonger, you know. So the point is this, that I have found, without saying too much, I know that I have it. I have discovered the strength in me because of divine grace, you know, because of blessings. And earlier I used to suffer, I used to tell her stories every evening. It's like this, like that, and what today I don't care.
So it has helped tremendously.
And another thing is that I feel that why should I run after money? Of course it's very good, but if there are other ways of earning money easily, without tension, why should I do it? No, I won't do it.
You said it's meditate, did you say?
Yeah, but why didn't you do it yet?
Pardon?
So why didn't you do it yet? If you find the same amount of money for the easier strenuous, then why didn't you do it yet?
I am doing it.
Sorry?
I am. I'm learning to make money in easier
Without-
ways
Yes.
without tension.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Start yesterday.
I mean, I've learned one thing now, that this material attitude is the root cause of all this
But it feeds
confusion
you.
and complication.
Miseries.
And it is necessary to a given point. But the type of life that I'm leading is quite modest. And I don't have to run and hanker after it and get more blood pressure and cholesterol and buy sandwiches on the way and eat and not cook the proper, healthy meal at home
Yeah.
and eat. All that I'm learning slowly, but that's what Dadaji was telling us earlier, that it's regardless of age or whatever, any time you can just
Get awakened.
get awakened.
And there is that's it.
And the first point in life is keep away from losers and nuts. Because these people are bringing you to misery, first of all. It's not only you what you bring yourself in misery, also the losers and the nuts bring you in misery.
But
And you have to recognize very soon
yeah, very true.
who is a nut and a loser
Yeah.
and a trouble creator and problem maker. You meet somebody like this, keep away. Or keep them out of your life.
But it takes all types to make the world, doesn't it?
No, it's not true. You only have to be consequent. Keep yourself consequent away from those kind of people.
Yeah, but is it possible all the time to do that?
In the chance of having a chief like my wife, it's not possible.
Okay. So now you have to figure out how to deal with that and not have stress.
But
Maria, is it
only one
a credit?
She has only one troublemaker in her life. When she would have, she could also have 10 troublemakers in her life. One is enough already, but she kept away from the other 10 ones. But when it is very true. Since I follow this principle, life is much better.
What did you ask me?
No, you said regarding this
This doctor, her chief.
Right.
chief. Is it a credit to you? You said my chief?
No. Her chief.
Her chief, the boss. Yes.
Trouble creator number one.
No, I listen as if my chief.
Because,
Is it not so, your chief?
thank God not. Then I would be his chief. Yes, very much. The problem is keeping away from useless people. That's very, very important. And the world is filled up with useless people. Filled up. And trouble creators and problem makers. Very, very good.
No, present times are like that. All around, wherever
It
you.
was always like that. Only today we have the chance living in a good healthy financial surrounding that we can think about it. Earlier the people couldn't even think about it because they didn't know what to eat tomorrow. So the chance to be philosophically in broad amounts of people is given today very good. Although the tendency is there that as a result of good living, people become more stupid. It's also true.
But you see, today majority is negativity. All around you find negativity.
I don't think today. I think it was always. It's not always today.
So unless best way of life and living for everybody to be within, positive, that's all. Within, rather, I say.
Yeah.
And without dramatic. That's all.
But it's not a matter of today. Opposite the Western society is on the way down by mental development, and when it was, but rather it came up the last 300 years.
Yes.
But now it's the way down,
Yes, you're right.
and you have only to look for that you don't follow them on the way down. mentally, psychologically.
Mm.
And it is always in society's ups and downs.
Yes, of course.
In so far, I think to argument in the way of these times. I like always to say, also to say these times are very bad. But to be honest, all times have been very bad. Not only today. Maybe only have today the chance to realize it very much and very clear because
Right.
comfortable life is
Right.
tolerant
Right.
in many
No, there's-
people. Everybody has a reasonable life today in the Western society.
So if right vision is there, right vision, present circumstances are good,
and
which was not in old times.
we never had a good chance.
Yes, yes.
Like today,
Right.
never had such a good chance
Yes,
to
yes.
be informed
Uh.
and to be informed of any kind of philosophical matters.
Oh.
And how is the rest of the life? Since we have seen us?
Look at it now.
Satsang.
Cosmos moving system, nothing whole. And all living forms are part and parcel of the whole nature. It goes on and on and on. And one who is natural is synchronized with the nature, and through such synchronism, nature is all after such a state. And a live body is functional in that way, understand? That is how higher emancipated souls, they do good to the mankind for one and all. You see, that is how. It has become in the past also. But in present times, this is a bad need of the time. નવે તમે કેમ આમ કરો છો? ના એ તો મૂકી જ રાખો અહીંયા, સમજ પડે. આ વ્હાઈટ શું કાઢ્યું? પેલા હતા ને, આ કઈથી કાઢ્યા? પણ કાઢો ને કહું છું તો કાઢો. ચાલો કંઈ નહીં, ચાલો. 3 છે. But Marianne, for you English okay? Somewhat?
Somewhat.
You'll be able to read it?
Yeah.
Jala is okay. વાંધો નહીં. જલાબેન, એમને આપીએ કે ચોપડીઓ ફાવશે?
હા હા, નેચરલી.
તો એક એક દરેકને આપું છું. લખીને આપું
પ્લીઝ.
પેન.
What did you eat?
I have chewing gum because I drank that masala tea and suddenly I had too much of it at one time. So I always get this acidity. Oh my.
For masala tea?
I never drink masala tea, but I love it.
No, but you take that one, it will help you. It's a small dose, 10 mg. લેવી છે કેપ્સ્યુલ?
મારી પાસે છે.
That's good.
મારું છે પણ તમે ત્યાં બેસેલા હતા એટલે I didn't want to disturb.
No, look, take it. And you are taken, no? Okay.
Smoke now.
How much water you drinking every day?
Michael, you always catch me about water. I have no time to drink water now.
So we're talking about your problems.
I talk to Dada.
How much water are you drinking every day?
Michael.
A glass.
A glass full or two. Not more
So
than
many.
that.
You should have drinking 10 glasses,
Oh, wow.
not one glass. 3-4 liters a day at least.
આમ જલા આંટીને કે હમણાં વાત કરતું હા માય બ્લેસિંગ્સ ટુ યુ કોણ છે એક એક આપ do by heart one. By heart one? Huh?
One will do. One will do.
But you are two.
But we're living in one house.
Different rituals.
Let me mess up. Please, please, I'm so sorry.
But by heart you have to be one.
Yeah, we are one. Don't worry. Very much. This is a love marriage.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And that is real living. You see?
There was a big mess up and misunderstanding because here in Germany we always we always announce ourselves by our surname, you know. That's why. Okay. No, I was on a different wavelength. Sorry. Because we are in the midst of a meeting here. That's why. Okay, give my greetings to everybody, especially to Suresh and Leela. Okay, I'll tell them.
I misunderstood the whole thing, Dadaji. Anita wants to have a word with you, please.
Anita, just जय से बोल. Itlush? Okay. Sure, sure. Huh? My blessings to you, huh? My blessings to you. Oh, very good, very good, very good. So you are going to receive. Okay, okay, okay. બધું તૈયારી કરી રાખજે હા. Keep yourself well prepared. શું? આવી ગયું?
Oh, I think it's possible.
That's same thing, same thing. It's a cause effect.
I like that.
It's a cause effect cycle. No, no. It's a cause effect cycle. Cause effect, cause effect, cause effect, cause effect. Charge, discharge. It goes on and on and on. Till you get the release from the charge. To get release from the charge. You see? When charge stops, only discharge remains, and over a period of time it discharges out and your blissful state opens out. And you experience in this life, very life. It is not a concept or abstract thinking, no, it's a very experience. You see? You experience here itself. Unless you experience here in the cause form, it cannot be the result of the total bliss, you see? That is how. The beginning here is there. That is called initiation. Initiation into the liberation process. You see?
Into?
Liberation process. From all dualities of life. Total. Over a period of time it goes out.
Since I met Brigu Samhita, I'm even more confessed.
Yeah, right, you are right. You read in English version?
No. I was with one gentleman in Rajasthan.
Rajasthan?
That's in Karoi. You might know, next to Jaipur.
Yes.
Have you heard about Karoi? He's having a lot of copies of this Brigu. And he found out my number, and he found my letter, my things, and he gave me a good lesson of my past and my future life. Very, absolutely.
Correct.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely. can't be more correct. Precise and correct. So,
Brod, you say?
sorry?
Brod Bhrugu Samhita.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Brugu, some say Brugu.
Yeah, Bhrugu Samhita. It's a scriptural text. Knowing about the past and future, something like that. That is there.
Why do you close this door? It's smelling so nice.
She's going to fry now.
What does it mean? Is it dangerous?
Yeah. For me, it's dangerous.
Dadaji, coming back to Bhrugu Samhita. Under the circumstances, now that I have had your blessings and all this stuff, I was once upon a time very curious to go and see that. But if I had a chance, I'm not averse to the idea. Just for the fun of it, sheer fun of it, I would still go to see, just for a joke.
As a file. File.
As a fun.
A file. No, nothing
But
remains.
Actually,
No, nothing remains.
I know, exactly.
You see, Bhrugu means knowledge, and Sanhita means treasure.
I see.
That is open now. Where is the question of a necessity of going into the past
That's right.
and again in the future, which is uncertain,
Yeah, okay.
It's for everybody.
Because you mean to say that this is passed on knowledge from hand to hand?
No, it has nothing to do with it. It is a part and parcel of the whole social life, that's all. From sages and all these things, just to discriminate between the negative and positive times and to be away from the negative effects of the time in a way that you pass over that phase and get into positive time and again walk further. That's so. It's a
In Indian, it is kind of scriptural ultimate. Now means Bhrugu Samhita. But then when the wirklich richtig ankommt.
people get confused also. I have seen many.
Many cannot deal with that.
Pardon?
Many cannot deal with it.
No, that's true. But it is not a thing. There is a taste. No. It is circumstantial evidence is that together. But some people, even after realization, would get confused as to know. But why this actually? When questions are stopped, it happens. Because it is the knowledge about the relativity, that's all. And all relativity is subject to reason and arguments and so many things. So long as circumstances are favorable, you feel okay. But if not, then definitely. It is just a help in life.
For some people, it's not a help because they
It is not the end. It is not, pardon?
For some people it's not a help, for some people it's a problem to find out.
It is. I have seen many.
But I think it's mainly based on relation also to astrology.
In this, Michael, I will tell you, in these times, this was science in India, very
Thousands of
old time, about 2,500 years back. Today, it is not in that shape at all. So whatever is left over in various forms, they are there.
You say only 40.
There are people in
40% is left.
India who claim I have got original Bhrugu Samhita. So many people will call
No,
that.
it's nonsense.
But actually it's not so. Some people go to Punjab, some here, some there, like that. It is that. Yes.
Well, in Bryce,
Some go to Punjab, some go to
So the various
Bangalore.
yes, that's all it is.
Anything else? Did they have the what's that bibliothèque? They have the libraries there.
Original book was there,
Yeah.
but originality cannot remain over so long period.
In fact, it was not a book.
Yes.
It was not
It is like Nostradamus.
It was a collection of 100,000 of palm leaves.
It is like the Nostradamus,
Yeah.
like that, something. Nostradamus in his own times, in his language, he put everything,
Yeah.
code language. શું કહ્યું?
ના એમને જરા ભૃગુ સંહિતાની કથા
બહુ જરૂર નથી.
That people are unnecessarily misled. They give a lot of money. I know so many people from Delhi who've gone there, paid thousands of
It is so many people are friend like anything. Everybody wants to know why I am here, because of what past, and what will be for me in the future. That is the common pursuit for everybody. Actually, nobody is bothered about the present breathing that is most important, for which one has paid great price, as if it is mortgaged. Live in the present. You see?
This will kind of be
It's difficult to borrow the breathing or to lend it. So as far as breathing is concerned, neither borrower nor lender be. You lose yourself.
Warum atmet man? Das weiß man nicht. Aber wenn man so sieht, das ist ein Sprichwort von Shakespeare. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Also weder sei einer der Leid oder Verleih. Wenn das eigene
When people talk, oh well, others do like this, so what is wrong in doing like that? See how it is a joke on life, making fun of one's own life, as to think this way and not to think one's own self-wise. Nobody is going to live for us in any way. Therefore, how can we mortgage ourselves to others as if others are making us to live? As is not the case, but that is the world knowledge and world living. Michael, you follow?
Excuse me, no, I just wanted to concentrate on,
Okay.
on what you have written on it.
You understood? Good. Fortunate enough. We will put your hand and okay. But I don't know when. We have blessed you. But that experiment has to take place. It is about 2 hours required to sit with me. If there are 2, 3, 4, 5, then he can organize and we can do, so long as I am here. કોઈ વખતે પ્રયોગ ગોઠવજો, 2-5 જે ભેગા થતા હોય સાથ. હા, ઓકે. કોઈને વાત કરજો તમે. મેરિયનને સમજાયું?
She was saying that she thought that you'll be very stiff and she has to be very stiff and prim and
No. I tell you, to enter into the kingdom of God with bliss, nobody is allowed to enter there with sullen faces. No. There should be fully contented and satisfied spaces. And that is how it is. They are not allowed there. Entry, no entry. That's right.
Reichtum Gottes. Reingehen will, solltest du niemals eine Castrol-Face Rizinusöl Gesicht. Als ob du das
Mit Kummer oder so.
Ist Castor Oil Rizinusöl?
Ja. Das ist Rizinusöl.
Castor Oil Rizinusöl?
Natürlich.
It will change your face. They are taking castor oil.
I didn't know that it's Rizinusöl, Castor Oil.
Ist.
Was ist Rizinusöl? Ich dachte, das wäre irgendwo Senföl oder sonst irgendetwas. So
Senf, meine Güte. Das ist das ist Rizinusöl.
Das ist interessant. Ich habe wieder was gelernt.
Oh, ich danke.
Was musst du schauen?
They'll be continuing.
It will give you introduction
Yes.
into what we have talked in an easy language. So come. So next time when we meet, it will be more, you will be more familiar and prepared.
Wie ist es heute Morgen? Weißt du Bescheid? Ich habe vergessen, dass ich ein Fernseh- oder Radio besitze. Soll das gut sein?
Es soll nächste Woche besser werden, aber ab wann, das weiß ich nicht.
Aber morgen. Weil ich habe gedacht, dass mit Dadaji können wir im Herrenhausengarten spazieren gehen, ein Picknick machen. Ne? Mal sehen. Dadaji, if the weather's good tomorrow, we're planning a picnic.
Are we going?
Garden.
Okay.
Huh?
Sure.
But only if it's good and not too cold.
Yes, that's true. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Otherwise, we still
Otherwise, no. Otherwise, no. Okay, so. To us, wherever our vision is there, it is all garden. It's all garden. You see, everything, all in life, all experiences are based on vision. So is the vision as is the life. Or no? And world. And world. You understand? So, worldview life, individual life, and worldview life is on the basis of one's own vision. Understand? But that vision is through the physical glasses that are natural and most precious in the whole body. Are they? Sure? How much precious?
Excuse me.
Then that only one can know who has lost. Right? Who has lost, or they are poor rather. It's most precious. Look here, these building blocks, material building blocks, of which finest, subtlest molecular particles, material particles, building blocks, of which this eye is formed. Wonderful natural creation, wonderful. But anything viewed from these glasses, you cannot see the reality. Do you follow? Anything viewed from these glasses. Because these very glasses are viewing from the original light, divine light that is within, that is falling on these machines inside, complex, and these eyes can see, otherwise not. So divine light is within, and that is light. This is also light like a candle. The way lighted candle can light the objects in darkness, the same way this light of the physical body can view and see the objects. Do you understand? The way sunlight can lighten light all these objects as it rises. Yes? That is how it is. But these are lights. All these are relative lights, but our inner soul light is perpetual and real by itself, self-illumined and illuminating everything that is relative.
My Vedana ist ein und so Seele besitzt eine ganz, ganz helle Licht. Und wenn das zu Vorschein kommt, sieht man durch die Augen, ist dann das Welt anders.
From the subtlest aspects to the grossest.
Die Anblitze zu subtile Sachen, das ist die allergrößte Sache. Wird durch die Augen gesehen. Und das Licht dafür kommt von die reine Seele. Das heißt, deine Stärke, die positive Einstellung.
And yet, the divine light is divine wise only as knower and seer of all these aspects in its blissful state.
Tun tust du selber. Wenn das für dich ein bisschen schwierig ist, jetzt zu verstehen, können wir das lassen. Ich erkläre das nochmal weiter.
That light is functional in two ways.
Das seelische Licht ist funktionell auf zwei Arten.
Primarily as vision,
In erster Linie als Vision durch deine Augen
and finally as
und
knower.
im Ende als der Wissende.
Knowledge.
Das heißt,
So knowledge light and vision light together is the functional aspect of the divine light within.
wenn die Wissende Licht
Follow?
und die Augenlicht zusammenarbeiten, körperlich zusammenarbeiten, dann kannst du diese göttliche Licht in dich selber erkennen.
And that divinely light illuminated objects inside in thought forms, intellectual functioning, conscious, body consciousness, body ego, everything, as well as external body functions are known and seen.
Du kannst dich selber beobachten, wie du innerlich funktionierst und äußerlich. Das heißt, ich funktioniere so als meine Seele und Marianne als Körper funktioniert so. Diese Trennung wird sichtbar.
To one who is self-realized.
Und das passiert, wenn man sich selber beobachtet.
That's all. And this we accomplish as self-realized state. The divine grace is transcended upon you. And through the live body, during our experiment, all the sins get burnt out and removed, which is the very cause.
Diese negative Funktionen oder angesammelte negative, du kannst negative Funktionen nennen, Sünden nennen, was immer auch. Das wird dann gelöscht. Und das ist ein spezielles Gebet.
That is,
nur einmal. Ja?
that is the cause for all wandering, according to karmic
Das
seeds.
sind diese Ursachen wegen dieser karmischen Wanderungen, davon hast du gehört, ne? Im Buddhismus. Du wanderst von Leben zu Leben zu Leben zu Leben zu Leben. Das wird dann gestoppt, diese Wanderung.
And ignorance about self.
Und diese Unwissenheit von selbst, das wird auch gelöscht und du weißt dann genau, wo du bist und wer du bist.
That is changeless,
Das kann man nicht.
indestructible,
Das heißt, du erkennst deine reine Seele, die nicht umwandelbar ist,
Not subject to,
nicht wahr ist
not subject to birth, their cycle.
und nicht in den Zyklus von Geburt und Tod eingewickelt ist.
And the release is
Und die Erlösung ist
like a bird released from the cage.
wie von
Right.
das Cage.
You like to fly
Käfig. Befreit wird.
yourself?
Yes.
Everybody, even poets also imagine, I would like to fly in the sky like a skylark. Those Wright brothers,
She's very scared of air journeys. She's very scared of air journeys.
that happens. That's a physical. Vertigo problem?
Yeah, she won't go to the balcony on a nice summer's day.
No, it's okay.
When we go and when I say let's have breakfast there, she won't go there. She'll help me clean the window, but she'll put her back like that. That's all.
Auch vor niedrigen Höhen?
Wie bitte?
Auch vor niedrigen Höhen?
Nee, von niedrigen nicht. Aber das ist schon zu hoch hier.
Ja?
Zweite Etage. Maria scared of cockroaches, Dada.
And that is,
Scared of cockroaches.
some are scared of cockroaches, some are those lizard, what do you call it? Lizards. All these things.
Spiders, many are spiders.
Among spirals.
Why is a human being scared of death, Dada? What is the cause? Because that's the biggest fear that one has, isn't it? Biggest taboo.
Because
Fear of death.
because the understanding of human life and living is on the basis of body living, which is transitory. And having acquired that life,
Weil er nicht über den Tod spricht, weil man Angst vor dem Tod. Ja.
and having acquired that living form, life, though inside everybody knows its transitory nature, yet because of the acquisition of the life, nobody wants to get it snatched away. But inside everyone has that feeling that it is transitory.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows, because for that you have not to go to Cambridge or Harvard or the universities to learn that life is without end. It is not necessary to learn, no? From universities. Even for child also.
But like Jala said, why do people have such a fear of death?
That is what I said. That is the greatest fear in life. If the fear of death is won over, everything is won over. Let me tell you. You are all-time winner. You are never a loser. And that is what we do that to you in our experiment. You make you totally free from the fear of death. That is the greatest. And one who is out of the fear of death, he is out of all the.
And most of the people don't have a fear of death, they have a fear of the pain to getting dead.
Not pain and so many things, of course. That's true. Pain is always there. Pain is there. Pain is there. And nobody wants to suffer the pangs of the old age. What is your age?
Me?
43. 20? 43. So another 58 years balance? Why you are laughing?
What is
58 years, how does it make? How much? 101.
Yeah.
So, is it true?
Yeah.
You like it?
No.
Michael, To most of the young people, I put this query. Casually I ask, what is the age? The girl says, oh, I am 21. Oh, very nice. 21. So you are going to live another 80 years. Very good. That's a long way. Go ahead. What? 80 years more? 80, 21, 100 and... What do you say? Please don't curse me like that. Why? Why? No. Then what do you think you will live? How long you will live? Oh, 50 at the most, not beyond. This is how everybody is afraid of the old age.
Yes, nobody wants to live.
Old age, nobody wants to go pass through.
Because after 50, you are happy. For every day, you wake up and don't have another problem in your body.
થઈ ગયું ને ચાલે ચાલો ઊંઘવા મળો એ લોકોને બેસાડી દો પહેલા
ના દાદાજી
તો
અમે બેસો અમે બુફે સ્ટાઇલ કરીએ
ઓકે ફાઇન એક્સલન્ટ વેરી ગુડ વેરી ગુડ વેરી ગુડ
don't mind just have a buffet style. Everyone serves themselves. Yes.
But Dadaji, you please sit down.
I will sit down, yes, because I...
Okay. We just bring out the plates and all that. Mr. Mistry, please switch off now. You don't want to see how greedily...
Yeah. Thank you. This is my wife, by the way.
You have met first time him?
Yes.
First time. He is the electrical engineer from India, having served in Larsen Toubro.
What?
Sometimes 3 times a day, but you were not here, so I thought you had not been here, that you left town.
She talked English with me. Ever since Deepak arrived on the scene, and she talks so well and flabbergasted.
Yeah?
Flabbergasted. Yeah. She's never spoiled. This is the second. Very good.
Good.
Yeah, you speak very well,
Oh, yeah.
Mariana. Really.
Thank you.
If I were to
But I have difficulties to understand.
Because
Dada,
we
you
speak
say
fast.
she can express herself very nicely.
If you speak
But
slowly,
આપણે બોલીએ ને તો
Yeah, and,
કોક જોઈએ.
I miss much words.
yeah.
No, but you learn them.
Yeah.
By and by.
I have to learn.
So this week you learn a lot.
Yes.
Oh, wow! I hope there's no brandy and whiskey in there.
But her brain is working.
Oh, one question I had. What I'm thinking about is whether you help someone to become better
From sickness?
from sickness. Whether it is, weißt du, diese Sache, die ich euch gefragt habe, dass man, ob man, wenn man Hilfe annimmt, ob das gut ist.
Oh, તમે આ લો છો ને?
Man denkt, dass man das selber
સુપર
schafft.
ત્યાં જુઓ. એટલે સારું નજીકથી સારું પડે. અમુક શબ્દો તો પકડાતા નથી.
Ich kann das jetzt auf Englisch machen.
Okay, ich übersetze. Mariana says, her question is like this, Dadaji.
બોલો.
She says that she has health problems. So, if she takes help from anybody to cure herself, whether it's a good thing, she feels she must achieve it by her own self and her own might.
And
She
not only health problems, all your life.
all your life.
You should.
Well, so long as we are in the world, you see,
Solange wir in die Welt sind.
world, nature of the world is always like that, interdependence.
Die Welt ist
Nature
immer-
of the world is like that.
das Welt
But
ist
once
so.
we make you free from the world, and yet you will live in this world, very world, you will be free, independent.
So, das Welt macht dich abhängig von allem. Aber mit seinem Segen und dieser kleinen Zeremonie, was er macht, er befreit dich von diesen weltlichen Sachen. Und dann, trotz dass du in diesem Welt lebst,
immer noch bist du weiterhin unabhängig von diesem Welt.
Aber ich frage mich immer, wenn man das nicht selber geschafft hat, nicht dahin zu kommen, ob das dann auch beständig ist, ob das dann auch bleibt.
Aha. She says if...
Also auch, weil ihr auch gesagt habt, auch auf die zukünftigen Leben, dass sich das bezieht.
Ach so,
Nicht?
okay.
Also ob das dann, oder ob man dann irgendwann so einen Rückschlag erlebt und das dann alles wieder von vorne anfängt.
She says that she wants to know only one thing. If she takes this help, instead of achieving it herself with her own strength and all that, whether she does not get the repercussion, a relapse again with illness. And because we've told her that what you're clearing out now is beneficial for you also here as well as for the next birth.
Of course.
So
what she is talking about? Which help? Physical or
no, inner spiritual help.
spiritual?
Yeah.
Well, one thing is principle, one permanent principle, that unless unless there is a free person, free independent person who is a realized state, do you understand? Experienced.
Freie, erfahrene
Person,
verwirklicht irgendwie
die selbstverwirklicht ist, ohne seine
You cannot get anyone from whom you can get freedom. Until that time, that dependence is there always. Howsoever one may wish to go one by oneself.
Bis du so eine Person nicht triffst, egal was du tust, von eigener Kraft, das zu überwinden, du kannst das überhaupt nicht erreichen, weil
very belief of going independently is dependency by itself.
Die eigene Gedanken, dass ich unabhängig mich bei mir selber das schaffen will, ist schon eine Abhängigkeit.
Because of ignorance.
Wegen deiner
about own self.
Von deiner eigenen Selbst, eigener wahre Identität.
That is the reason.
Du kennst deine wahre
So long as
Identität
ignorance
nicht.
is there about self.
Solange diese Unwissen in dir bleibt über dich selber, wer du bist, was deine wahre Identität ist,
Whatever efforts
egal was du machst
are considered independent,
und was du immer als unabhängig denkst,
are all dependent attempts
sind
only.
alle an sich nur abhängige Sachen.
In such a state,
In so einem Zustand,
if you come across someone
wenn du jemanden so kennenlernst,
on whom you can rely
an dem du vertrauen kannst,
for dependence,
für Abhängigkeit,
for guidance,
für
guidance
Führung,
is always beneficial for you.
ist zeitlich für dich in diesem Zeitpunkt sehr, sehr wertvoll. Für diesen jetzigen Zeitpunkt.
At least
Zumindest.
it may not be beneficial to the other one on whom you depend.
Zumindest insofern, it will not be beneficial to
The one guide on which you depend. Guide on whom you depend.
Zumindest insofern, dass es dir selber wohltuend ist, und dann wirst du nicht an diese Person weiter abhängig sein.
Because
Weil
of teacher-disciple relationship.
Das ist erreicht wegen dieser Meister-Schüler-Beziehung.
It's always there. So for you can gain to come up, but for him, no. For him to go up, he has to have someone higher up, so that he can come. So it's a process, continuous process like that.
Das heißt, Meister ist so, Schule ist so. Aber du kommst auf dieselbe Ebene. Er hat das schon erreicht. Er kriegt nichts. Er gibt das nur weiter. Verstehst du? Du erreichst seinen Zustand. Das erreichst du ganz bestimmt. Mit seinem Segen. Aber er erreicht gar nichts. Ne? Er bleibt, wo er ist. Dann seid ihr alle beide gleichzeitig. Er kann nicht hochgehen. Er hat das schon erreicht. Ne? Aber er ermöglicht das, dass du von dieser Situation nach oben zu kommen. Genau gleich parallel zu ihm.
So we are not making anybody dependent on us at all.
Dadaji will keinen auf sich abhängig machen. Das macht er nicht. Das tut er auf keinen Fall.
Because
Weil
I am independent.
er selber unabhängig ist.
And an independent only can
Und
make others independent.
Und derjenige, der diese unabhängige Situation oder Ebene erreicht hat, nur der kann die anderen auch genauso unabhängig machen. Das ist die
Natural
einzige
logic,
Prinzip.
logic,
Das ist
rational.
logisch.
Rational, it is quite rational. Understand?
Und war er auch mal in so einer Schülerposition wie wir? Also
It's okay?
Whether you were also in the situation of a disciple
Yes.
that we all are.
Where is that book?
das ist Bhagwan?
Yeah, where is the
Dada,
book?
Bhagwan. दादाजी तमें आना प्रेजेंट मोकलिया मैं आपे नहीं
मोकलिया?
Yeah.
That's the silver.
He was.
And was he also a pupil of a
No, not in this life. Natural,
previous
it
life.
happened out. But it was the result of past lives, many lives. He was after this only. And naturally, actually, it is a great natural gift to human mankind that such a state opened out in such a simple figure.
Das ist eine der allergrößten natürliche Gabe, der man erreicht hat, indem diese erleuchtete Zustand viele Geburten erlebt hat und in diese Leben gekommen ist und das weitergegeben hat, verschenkt hat an die Welt, an diese Welt.
You understand?
Dadaji ist auf seinem Schoß groß
We can
geworden.
make you free. Total free. We can see that you are healthy. Just don't think much about it. You are quite healthy. Let me tell you.
Du bist schon gesund.
In your whole life. Okay? In your whole life.
That would be fine.
Whole life. So, कुछ है ना कुछ में नहीं.
You want to ask anything more?
Ich habe noch keine Fragen.
At the
And
moment
if-
she wants to think, she can't ask anymore.
Look here. An independent one makes you independent because for him there is nobody above him, nor he keeps anybody under him.
Ein unabhängiger Geist wie er macht einer wie dir unabhängig, weil er kann das machen, weil da ist keiner, der sein Vorgesetzter ist, weder ein Vorgesetzter noch einer, der sein Assistent ist.
While a higher up,
Weil eine Vorgesetzter,
with whom you are a disciple,
bei dem du ein
you cannot
Schüler
reach the
bist,
same level. Always he will keep you little below you. Always.
sonst einer wird dir niemals auf seine Ebene bringen.
Always.
Er will sagen, okay, Lass sie kommen, komm.
That's how. You cannot go
Ja,
equal.
ja.
No.
Aber
Little
nicht
less.
auf seine eigene Ebene.
Below. Because
Weil
he himself,
selbst,
in the process of going higher up,
selbst hat diesen Status nicht erreicht.
for independence.
Unabhängigkeit.
For independence.
Für Unabhängigkeit. Er ist selbst nicht so unabhängig, wie er sein sollte.
That's fine.
Das ist aber Dada.
It's quite rational. It's very rational and very logical. No thinking, abstract thinking. Stark fact.
Du sollst abstrakt in die Wolken nicht schweben und denken. Du musst ganz aktuell auf die Boden bleiben, auf die Teppich bleiben, die harte Boden bleiben und denken. Das ist keine abstrakte Sache in diesem.
What are you thinking about?
What I didn't understand, what Deepak declared was the Atma Yoga.
My yoga.
It's
Exactly, Atma Yoga.
Yes, I didn't understand.
Atma Yoga
what
means
it is.
to have a union with divine soul within.
Was? Die Einheit? mit der
Einigkeit mit die sehr, sehr spirituelle, reine Seele in sich zu haben. Körper und Geist in Einklang zu bringen.
In soul and body,
Ja, Körper und Geist.
inner in-between state, ignorant state is outward like, and therefore body-wise. And it is no.
Erstmal in die jetzige Zustand, dass du bist, du betrachtest alles äußerlich, ganz äußerlich. Ne? Aber sobald du dieses
So we remove that ignorant state because due to sins, past sins. We remove that. Yeah,
Das
we
ist
can do that.
wegen-
We can do that surgery.
wegen deiner vergangene Karma, negative Karma oder positive auch, bist du im Moment äußerlich gestanden. Ja? Du guckst nur außerhalb dir. Aber wenn Dadaji, er nennt das ein
And
chirurgische,
make you realize.
Ja, chirurgisch will er eine Operation an dir machen. Das ist nur eine, du brauchst nicht Angst zu haben. Nein, er meint das nur als ein Witz, weil du Ärztin warst. Deswegen, indem er dieses besondere Zeremonie wie eine Operation nennt, er nimmt dieses Unwissenheit und alle deine schmutzige Karma, alles, er löscht es von dir weg und macht dir nicht introvertiert. Du guckst in dich hinein. So, bis jetzt hast du äußerlich geguckt. Dann guckst du innerlich.
So, in our midwifery operation,
Sagt, er ist wie eine Hebamme. Er macht diese Operation.
we will give birth to a new Mariana, which will not die. Who will not?
Und
will not
diese
die.
Mariana wird nicht sterben.
A different Mariana.
Du wirst
Mariana enjoined with the soul.
Mariana
That means
ist die reine
state,
Seele.
inner state, inside state. And that will be enjoined and bonded,
Das wird vereinigt.
union with this soul. And your state, awareness.
Die
is
neue
open out.
Mariana, das er
So,
als Hebamme
since body-
rausholt, wird mit der reinen Seele.
So body Mariana will live as it is, but
Then
it's much
Körper
better
Mariana.
and much blissfully. much blissfully, really. And you will be gradually be getting one and one with this divine soul and with divinity in this
Du
life
wirst
itself.
immer wieder
You will get born as a soul, realized soul.
Du
Which
bist
has
wie
no death.
eine selbsterkannte reine Seele. In deinem jetzigen Zustand bist du das. Ja.
It will be the interim state
Das wird deine
within.
Teil in dein Leben sein.
Within.
dir.
Attuned with the soul.
Und dieser Zustand ist immer, bezieht sich immer auf die Einigkeit zwischen Körper und Seele.
Performing
Das
two
heißt,
functions.
Und es gibt dann zwei Funktionen.
One,
Eins,
dealing with Mariana's relative dealings.
als Marianas relative
Dealings.
Persönliche Sachen oder was Mariana im täglichen Leben.
Dramatically.
Und das sieht wie ein Theaterstück.
And when there are no relative dealings,
Und wenn man keine solche relative Sachen
you
zu tun hat,
will dwell on your soul.
das wird getrennt und dann guckst du
Meditationally.
nach innen drin und durch meditative.
Soul meditational aspect will automatically function.
Und in dir diese meditative Aspekte von deiner reinen Seele.
Meditation is not given to Mariana, no. Meditation is the function of soul realization,
Mariana
self-realization.
kriegt keine meditative Funktion, aber die Seele Marianas, der kriegt die meditative Funktion.
Meditation function is not an activity.
Meditation ist keine Aktivität.
You cannot meditate by activity, by sitting, no. Meditation is a natural function
Das
as a result.
Meditation ist eine ganz normale, natürliche Funktion, der aus dieser Operation gewonnen wird. Und das ist keine körperliche Aktivität.
As a result of a
Rein
self-realized state.
Weil du dich
Self-realized.
selbst anerkannt hast. Das ist in mir 24 Stunden. Du wirst dich taumeln. So wird das ja auch bei dir. Geistig wirst du nur meditieren, nicht körperlich.
So with exact separation
Wenn du dich so genau
of the body Mariana
auf die Trennung von dem Körper von Mariana